so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates while we're having them, because there's a lot of future updates, man. That's for sure. That is for sure. So let's go ahead and get everybody pulled up. Let's make sure that we're live, making things happen. We're going to go over the plays that we've been covering, man. Man, I know you guys been printing with me nonstop. So make sure you guys run up the likes. Make sure you guys run up, I mean, just about everything about this stream. I see we're not live on party. I'm glad I'm checking this. But this is what we're doing, man. We're pulling up again. The weekend was fantastic. I mean, who didn't enjoy their weekend, man? It was even a little rainy. I still enjoyed it, man. It was really nice. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come on now. The markets are gonna do what the markets are gonna do, fam. You guys gotta you guys gotta enjoy this stuff, right? So yes, we're live on YouTube, we're live on X, we're live on Party, we're live on the rest. Make sure you guys pull up, man. We're really, really making some things shake. The weekend was about as fire as it can be, especially, living in Las Vegas, being a part of a super cycle. It's kind of fun enjoying this weekend the way that we get to enjoy it because, man, the markets are going to do what the markets are going to do. If you're building nonstop, if you're making things happen nonstop, I mean, that doesn't bother you. Either you short the market, you make some money off of the hype or off of the fear, off of the greed, whichever one it might be that you're making some money off of, and then you just keep it moving, man. Happy Monday to everybody. Let's go. Yeah, it's a Monday, man. We're getting the Monday started with the markets turning right back around. We're now right back from that 3.77 trillion, which doesn't feel that good, to 3.91 trillion, which is a lot better, because you guys know the minute we start getting to that 4 trillion is when we roll over that 115 on BTC. And I'm gonna let you guys know when you guys roll over that 115. By the way, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys adding to XPX for sure. The smoke doesn't lie, man. The smoke doesn't lie. Like when you look at XPX, when the markets shake around, smoke could tell you where the fire's at. XPX is a hot token, man, for real. It's a hot gem, 100%. I mean, the markets were shaking everything about, even on SD, and XPX just standing there strong. This is a hot gem, and you can rest assured over the weekend. When the rest of the markets are shaking everything about, that the dev team, the community, we're just standing strong, probably just enjoying our weekend because we know what we're building for the future. We're gonna keep building nonstop, fam. I've been doing this YouTube thing since 2021. I've been in crypto since 2017. I'm not going anywhere. That's not the case. So I'm here to stay during this whole evolution of cryptocurrency. I'm here to print nonstop. I've already decided way back over here for this bear market going into this bull run, that during this whole period of time, they either becoming the next, and the next people, like there's gonna be new people like Shark Tank people, right? And you guys can do that. You guys can be in this market, man. This having, the next having, filthy rich, filthy rich, and that's okay, because if you're staying locked in and you decided like, hey, I want nothing to do with the rat race, I'm completely out of it. I'm gonna do everything I can to make this happen. You're all in on this, and I'm letting you guys know that XPX is one of the best holds, because you guys got a dev team that is super experienced. You got David, Marlon, Ali, myself. We've been in crypto for a while. I've been in crypto since 2017. Been doing YouTube since 2021. We're not going anywhere, fam. We're going to be in the crypto space. So unless you're going to delete your Telegram app, unless you're going to delete your X account, one of the safest bags you can get that is going to grow is a bag in XPX. All right, and we'll get into that in just a bit. We got some more merch that has just come out. Only only the smart ones buy. Man, for real, bro. Honestly, and we're just here to stay. That's the thing, is like, when a lot of other people are playing around and doing all this fugazi stuff, we're just building nonstop. And really, I just enjoy the weekend because I know what's coming around the corner. I'm telling you guys, in the XPXTG, in the pin messages, I know that you guys see that MasterCard there and you guys think that it's from the Switch and all that stuff, but that is crazy amount of alpha. That is crazy amount of alpha. And let's get past that 1.5 million, start heading towards that 2 million again. And we got our next anniversary, which is going to be 16 months that we're live. We're really getting ready to be releasing some more utility. That pin message up there is pure fire, okay? If you go to the XPX Telegram right now and you go to that pin message and you see that thing added to my Apple Pay, which is in my wallet on my phone, and that MasterCard, that corporate card on there, that is massive amount of alpha, okay? Massive amount of alpha. And I'll do some more testing. That's what I was doing over the weekend, enjoying Las Vegas, enjoying that I've been in crypto, enjoying the super cycle, enjoying new utility, testing new utility. I mean, I'm doing everything that the crypto space is asking me to do, and I want you guys to do the same. Indulge in it. Even when you're taking a break in crypto, like myself, I was still using utility that is about to be released. So I'm still doing crypto stuff, right? So, yo, 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 we got Saphir into place. Mac Yak. Sonya. Let's go. All right, let's start off right here, right at the top. BTC getting a little life in it, 113. We even seen 114. We got ETH back over 40, 4100, even hit 4200 for a little bit. BNB back over 1,000. XRP not yet quite at $3, but we're seeing where those bounces on those 200 moving averages are come to life. We got Solana at 210, and September's just about over. So are we starting to see the beginning of October? You know, is this that October feeling? I'm not sure, but I can't go to the technicals and be like, hey, what's going on over here? You know, we got that long signal on BTC from that parabolic SAR. So the crosses went from the bottom or from the top to the bottom on the daily chart. We still don't got that blunt house indicator to print that green candle. We want both of them, right? We want both of them because this could be a little trick right here. And I'm always keeping it 100 with you guys. This is how we print. You know, this is how we print. We're going to talk about Clash. I know I made a lot of you guys a lot of money off of Clash, but this could be where, like, since we don't have that blunt house indicator, if the market doesn't break past this 50 moving average that's trailing, maybe it'll fail right here and then still trade sideways and squeeze this 50 moving average, this 200 moving average right on this point of control, keep trading sideways until it can possibly break out if it curls back up and trades into this gap. Now, if we lose this point of control, this is that scary gap we've been talking about, and I want you guys to be very cautious. This is this right here, right? We break underneath this point of control, we break underneath the 200 moving average, and we come down to that 92K BTC, right? So we're gonna keep an eye on these prices on BTC. But right now, I'm telling you guys, you know, it's looking pretty good. We got a long signal. We don't got all the ones that we want or need, but nonetheless, we do have the ones that are right here showing their face, and this is pretty nice, honestly. So some long signals on BTC. Obviously, its pumping is looking good. We're not yet above the 50 moving average. These are the prices that we'll keep an eye on. It's going to be this price right here, upper valley range, which is right here, all time high, 123, breaking into all price discovery. Also, if you guys notice, and maybe you guys are really rocking with me, you guys are paying attention, that on the daily chart, this has just all changed. This is very dynamic, this volume profile. This point of control was a little bit lower. You know, we were looking at these 80 something prices, but this has changed. And now this upper valley range is right at price discovery. So we could be getting ready to see a nice little breakout on BTC. If we don't, we break the point of control, the 200, we trade into this one, which is 91K, or go into this gap, which is 83,000, okay? Keep an eye on those prices. Let's go to the next one right here. We got CFX up. We might as well talk about it since it's right here. The game is back on. The rhythm's back on. CFX has turned the printer back on. Man, this thing is just amazing to trade. Let me know if any of you guys are trading CFX. Let me know if any of you guys are trading Aster right now in the chat. I greatly appreciate it, fam. So let's go down to the hour chart on this one right here. Actually, let's go to this 4-hour chart. It's crazy because this thing is so tradable. Oh my God, it's so crazy. And a lot of times it's this 15-minute candle with this 1-hour candle. You can play this game quite a bit. These sections right here, these little runs right here, I love these runs. This right here, look, this long turn into a short, and I'm gonna show you guys. This is one of my trades. I know this exact spot because this just happened to me over the last couple days. This is the 1-hour chart. So the long got out the long, started shorting, took most of my profits right here because it started printing the parabolic SAR on the bottom. But notice it never put the blunt house indicator. It was only the parabolic SAR, and then it flushed. I would have made even more profit if I would have waited for, you know, the double buy signal. That would have been the time to exit. But it looked like it was bouncing off the 50 moving average. And I just want to be transparent with you guys that even a solid trade like this, long to this short right here, I took profits right here where I could have took profits down here where it flipped both of them, where I had, you know, the parabolic SAR and the blunt house indicator light up green, right? But I took profits here and then I closed the trade right here. And that was the end of that short. And now it's going this way. So CFX is very tradable. Still on the daily chart, we don't have no buy signal, so I would be very cautious, right? This thing can flush down. I'm not holding any CFX right now. I'm not trading CFX right now. I'm just watching. Now, I've been doing this new thing where it's been working out really good. If you could do like uh, one trade a day, you'll notice that like if you pressure yourself to do one trade a day, you'll wait for a better setup. You'll make sure it's a like a stronger printer almost. I'm not saying that you have to do that. I'm usually a high frequency trader, but I've been noticing like, man, I just want to wait for a really good setup and see if I can force myself to do one trade a day, right? And that one trade a day, it can it can last all day. That trade doesn't mean that it's a fast trade. Usually I'm using the 1 hour chart and this 15-minute candle together. So this took quite a while, right? This little run right here. But this essentially is like one of those trades that I'm talking about. One trade right here, boom. I'm out. Yes, I can short it. I can do that. A lot of times when I'm doing that, that's when things get really choppy, right? If I wait for these setups, like this short right here, that's a nice short, right? And let's say the 1 hour chart this was showing me short too, right? Then this is probably one of those shorts that I'll take, or that day I'm taking a long. Right now, CFX daily chart, no buy signal. So just be cautious. More likely, the shorts are going to feel easier to do because we're still technically in a downtrend when it comes to CFX. But that does not mean that you can't, in the shorter time frames, using some of these prints off of this from here to there, from there to there. I mean, it is very doable. Now, there's sections where it gets really choppy and it'll test your strategy. And that's why it's good to practice it. But whether or not you can catch a solid runner, you definitely can, fam. And it's going to use a little bit more indicators after that. You're looking for it to be down here oversold, and your stock RSI crossing over. You'll start to layer it up where it'll start to make sense to you. But right now, daily chart, no buy signal, so you're going to feel like the shorts move a little bit easier. And when we start seeing some buy signals on CFX, you'll notice that your long positions, when you take them, they'll fly a little bit easier, right? So your shorts are going to look super strong right now. They're probably going to run a lot longer. The longs are not going to be that strong because we're still technically in that downtrend. So let's keep an eye on CFX. Great printer. I see Delatoshi talking also about Aster, and I'm actually gonna look for a trade. I mean, this was that short that I was telling you guys about on Aster. It worked out, man. I was telling you guys it was a little toppy. Now the 4 hour chart, this it's like, man, it's a little. This is too. I don't like it when it's like that, right? But you'll notice on the 1 hour chart, you'll find a range where you can get into. It's really choppy right now. It's super volatile, which I do like. There's a lot of opportunity. 4 hour chart, you know, we still got no signals. We got this 4 hour chart with a sell signal right here. So, this is still going technically down. If it broke past these previous ways low right here, this right here, boom, boom, this section right here, this 170, it's going to go a lot lower into some of this section right here. We don't have the volume profile. It's not showing us, but what the volume profile essentially does is look at things like this. So we'd have a line here, we'd have this line right here. This is be probably the point of control right here, and then this one would be the lower value range, right? So, if it broke past these previous ways low, this is right where that point of control would most likely be. It would come down here to this section to around 120. And a lot of times when these new coins come out and these things are popping and everybody's talking about them, you'll see that they'll consolidate and pull back for just like nonstop, like back to back nonstop. They'll just keep pulling back because they're now getting all that and using all that hype to fund all this other stuff. But look at this 1 hour chart. Look for some trades on this thing. It could be very tradable. Let's see on the 15-minute chart. I have not traded it yet because CFX has actually been so kind to me. But this looks very tradable. This is a 15-minute candle. I mean, I could handle this. Boop. I can handle this. Boop. I can handle this. Get out of Dodge. I can handle this. I mean, this is very tradable. There's going to be some choppy sections like this, like, green, get right back out, green, get right back out. But then you catch your runner and they start getting a lot better, right? So, Aster right now, let's look at these prices. On this 1 hour chart, this is the prices we're looking at. Lower value range is 177. Upper value range is 196. We break 196, we start to trade into this gap and start to go chasing, like, going back into towards these all-time highs and things like that, right? So Aster is also a great play to keep an eye on. Let's go to BNB. BNB completely letting you guys know what's up when it comes to super cycle stuff, to letting you guys know that altcoin season is on. BNB, if anybody says to you, maybe the markets are done, I don't know, they talk all kind of crazy stuff, put some BNB in their face, whip out some BNB and get a little wild with them. Be like, well, then explain to me how this thing keeps pumping so hard. Explain to me why they bought, $160 million worth of BNB at 890 at the top, which is no longer the top because now the top is, over 1K. Excuse me, like 126 to be exact. But now it's right back at 1K. BNB performing really, really well. Do not miss out on BNB. BNB is strong. You are still seeing some really good prices on BNB. Now, if you're looking to accumulate or you're looking to go long, I would wait. I would wait for some, some buy signals and stuff on the daily chart so you can just enjoy that run because they last pretty long. Right now, we're in this crucial point right here. Now, if it, turns around green, then fine. But you don't want to be, you want to be careful right now because this daily chart, this is that 50 moving average right on the point of control. If it fails this and it trades into this underneath this point of control, look what's on the right over here. Sheesh. Look at that. You see that gap? Wow. That's one heck of a gap. And it might look like it's going to pretend it'll do something like this. Let's say it traded into this. This is how the 200 moving average moves, and it'll start to curl back down. It would do something like this, pretend like it's going to hold on to this, and actually fall into this again because this is a massive gap right here. So this 200 moving average will most likely curl like this, if it started to go down. But right now, we're gonna keep eye on it. We're gonna see what's up. We're being cautious, but that'd be one heck of a short. Like somebody is probably holding a short on BNB right now, even though it's pumping back up to 1K and is looking pretty bullish. Somebody on the daily chart is like, okay, that's fine. I know that the point of control likes to bring price to this section, and it can make price seem really strong right here as it's going down, going back up. It trades like pop, 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 just like this section right here. You see this? Boom, 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 boom. Buyers and sellers shaking hands like crazy right here, and that can tend to happen again. But if it failed this, 50 moving average, and at the same time traded into this gap, it could be like, whoa, it's not over yet. Everyone is sleeping. I'm telling you, it's not even close to being over. This is the main thing that tells you that it's not over. I promise you guys right here. Path to altcoin season. No, not this. This right here. This is what everybody's gonna get messed up right here. This is my compass right here, and it's probably one of the most mature decisions. And maybe that's probably not a good thing to say, but as far as a financial decision that I've ever made, the most. I don't know if anybody of you guys are on a regular planning 8 years in advance. I'm not sure how many of you guys are saying, hey, the next 8 years, I'm doing this. And this thing is not even accurate no more because this is $1,800 gold prices. Gold prices are really high right now. What are gold prices at right now? Gold is at 3,800. Gold is almost at 4K. So this right here, excuse me, is not even close to being accurate on how parabolic gold actually has went over a long period. Yes, over a period of time. I understand that. But you think that anybody that got in when gold became an ETF gives a flying you know what about small fluctuations in the market? And I want to reach that point. I want all of you guys to reach that point. And right now we're doing it in the crypto market. Imagine that if you could do this right, and I know it's hard to say, hey, I'm gonna plan out the next 8 years, but if you want a super cycle, that's 8 years. You want to plan this out, right? How can you tell yourself, like, hey, if I do these 8 years perfectly right, which sounds like a freaking long time when you say it out loud, I'll never have to worry about a thing ever again. This chart is not even accurate no more. And look at how people got faked out right here. It went back up to 1,800. Hit 2K, came back down, shaking everybody out. It's at 3,800 right now. This is gold becoming an ETF. And yeah, it shook out and it traded sideways and it got boring. But when you put this and you start to put it on top of this, you start to see why $1 million BTC is a real thing. You start to see how financial freedom and a transfer of wealth is a real thing because it already has happened before when gold was trading at 400 freaking dollars, and now it's trading at 3,800. This is our time right now. And XPX is being built around. I know that this is going to be the future. Like, people will probably look back and not understand, but you know, PayPal is going to be here 8 years from now and be a really, continue to be a household name. XPX is still going to be here. That's what we're building, is like a piece of the future that is it's massive. Like, all the people who made vehicles around this gold trading and all that stuff, that was going on around this ETF, they're filthy rich, man. They're filthy rich. And I want you guys to be filthy rich as well. So definitely get the likes up. Let's somehow get to 20,000 subscribers. I don't know how we're going to get there. If you guys can help me figure that out, that'd be greatly appreciated. I might need like a YouTube team to get us to 20K subscribers so we can get everybody on the same page that, this is a super cycle. BNB, and BTC continue to prove that, right? So although there's slight pullbacks and even a little pullback could trade into this gap and scare everybody, the cat is out of the bag. Pandora's box has been opened. This is most likely, end of super cycle is going to be like close to a $10 trillion market cap. That's going to be insane. That's your XPX, you're rich. That's your Solana plays, you're rich. That's your XRP, you're rich. All you have to do is let the powers that be bring retail in. We're not going to do anything special to bring retail in, but you better have things built up for when retail does come in. Nobody can do a better job of bringing retail into a market than BlackRock. Nobody can do a better job of bringing retail into a market than the politicians. Nobody can do a better job than making FOMO ignite than, the news, right? Just like they create FUD and the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. When they're ready, they will, turn on the FOMO machine and get all the retail in here. Make sure that you have something built. Make sure that you're not just holding dust in some wallets, and that you build something or help build something so that during this period of time, we're just collecting money nonstop because we're in a super cycle. And during this whole super cycle, XPX is standing there, allowing people to off ramp their cryptocurrency. So that's massive, right? Let's go into some more plays. BNB, like I said, be cautious on these prices. If we get some buy signals, the races are back on. BTC showing the races almost back on. So if BNB shows that, then hey, the races are back on. But if this breaks this, I would be cautious on a potential short falling even a little bit lower on BNB. Not saying that we're not in super cycle. Not saying that, this altcoin season is not going to continue to show us what's up. This is where we're at right now, right? So sometimes this happens in the market and then, it falls into a gap. It's a little bit boring, whatever. But the minute these buy signals come back and these things start pumping, I mean, you're going to be like, man, I should have just got in right there. And if you're tired of that, man, I should have just got in right there, then definitely get the numbers up on this channel. How much of you guys made money off of Clash, man? How many of you guys did I just make a master bag of on Clash? That's why we went and enjoyed a little bit of our time, right? I'm telling you guys, I can find these nonstop. So 1K on BNB. We want some buy signals. Let's go to XRP. Same thing. It's going to be kind of similar, right? With what we got going on in the market. We want these buy signals on the daily chart, and we still don't have them, right? So we're being cautious, and here goes another gap that, hey, I want to keep an eye on, right? It's like, all right, I know we expect October and all this stuff, but I want to see my signals, right? I'm being firm on my strategy. I'm indifferent to price. Like, whatever the price wants to be, whatever numbers they want to throw over there on this little section over, cool. Throw whatever freaking number you want over there. I'm waiting for my strategy to present itself to me so I can execute on it back to back, no matter what the prices are going to be, because those prices are always going to change. So the fact that we still got this gap, we still got a sell signal. I want to stay true to my strategy, because although it's looking really good, this could be a little failed attempt and it comes down and trades down, right? Because they might try to do a little shakeout, get everybody riled up for a second and do a quick little shakeout before they do the real October, right? Like one more little shakeout, because we're all in some decent gaps. Like, we're trading in some decent gaps, and freaking BTC is going to dictate that, man. Like, if we can get BTC to print a buy signal and start going back into price discovery and back into 123, everything I just said is off the board, and now we got to go right back to the drawing board, because we're following a treasure map, and sometimes that treasure map says take 10 steps to the left, take 10 steps up, and then take 2 steps backwards, and it's crazy, right? It's constantly changing. So if we get some buy signals on BTC, start going back into price discovery, a lot of this stuff that we're talking about no longer applies about, falling into this gap because most likely we'll get this to turn green. We'll get some buy signals. It'll break past the 50 moving average, which is, right around the exactly at the $3 mark, and then start going right back into, XRP's all-time highs. So you don't want to miss out on that. These things are actually like we're kind of like this right now. We're just kind of waiting it out, kind of like, okay, BTC, what are you gonna do? Because that daily chart is gonna dictate the whole kind of like flow of how things are moving, and we still got some work to do, but it's looking better. It's looking better, right? It's looking better. Let's go to ETH, and then we'll go to Solana, and then we'll go to all the plays that we've been talking about. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys pulling up, getting the numbers up as well, man. I'm trying to get to 20K subscribers on YouTube for the love of God and everything in between. Let's get it there somehow. I don't know how, who we got to talk to, but let's get it there. And on X, let's get the numbers up. I mean, the amount of printing that I produce for everybody should be enough to somehow ignite a team of minions to get us to these numbers, man, to just get us to break out. Because honestly, the amount of money that I made people and is it's insane, right? So let's get the numbers up for sure. I'm gonna check them in just a bit, but here we go with Ethereum. Same thing, right? Same topic. It gets a little bit redundant, I understand, but this is how you're starting to kind of like a sniper. You're just like waiting for that shot, like waiting for that signal, just waiting patiently. Like, I don't have it yet. I don't want to get ahead of it because if it flushes down, one of these shorter time frames might try to get you in, and it's just like a couple green candles in this downtrend, and then it flushes down and it comes down into this 2500 would be a big slap in the face, right? Or the first stop would be this shelf right here at around $3,500. So just be cautious, right? That's all I'm just saying right now. I'm not saying, I'm liking that the market's going back towards 4 trillion. I'm liking that BTC is crawling back up now 114, fluctuating or whatnot. I like this stuff, but I just want everybody to be cautious because it just takes one little flush and trade into this gap, and it goes really fast, right? It starts to go, and you're like, whoa, what just happened? I just been trading green nonstop. What happened? It's like you want to be cautious. It's okay. It's okay to be cautious. All right. So that's Ethereum right there. We'll keep eyeing these prices. We're still waiting on some buy signals. If we go down to the 4-hour chart, we can find some gaps. We can, things are looking good. We're above the 50. If you got in down here on this 4-hour chart, you're good. From down here from 39 to this is a great trade. That's one thing too. Like notice how nice this 4-hour chart trade is good, but you have to respect it because when it's time to get out, it's time to get out because technically you're still in a downtrend, right? You're trading inside of these green candles, and that's why this 4-hour chart is looking really nice because that's these candles right here. That's, these 12 hours right here are inside of these right here, right? So just a minute it says get out, it's time to get out. Now, what's nice about somebody who got in down here on the signal, it's breaking to 50. If it can break the 200 moving average, which is the lower value range right now at 4,200, it will start to do some fun stuff. Go to the point of control, 43 and a half. Go to the upper value range, 4,600. FOMO starts to ignite, 5K Ethereum. And again, that's going to be kind of, yeah, ETH did hold pretty strong, and that's going to be kind of like on the what is BTC doing? Well, how's the market feeling? How's everybody's feelings, right? Because that's how it is, That's how it is. That's why it's nice to, like I said, enjoy your weekends, man. Enjoy your weekends. The markets are going to be the markets no matter what. You're not going to miss out on anything. When you come back from the weekend, the charts are still going to be doing what the charts are doing. The things are still going to be doing what the things are doing, So, yeah, it's like just another day in crypto, right? That's really nice. So Ethereum looking good. Some good candles. If you're trading the lower time frames, you're probably feeling really good right now. And if you're looking for your long term play, you're like, all right, let me just wait, right? Let me just wait, and I'll catch the next waves. If it failed some of these, right? We're right inside. We're right inside of this gap. If it failed some of these, like this shelf right here, we would trade into these gaps. 2,500 Ethereum. I'm not being bearish on you guys. I'm just want you guys to be cautious because these could just be some green candles real quick, and then they'll do one more little flush and then turn it right back around. But like I said, if BTC turns up, The rest of the market, they get bullish. Everybody's forgets about the last few days, or everybody forgets about the last week, and next thing everybody's just back all, arms locked together, doing that little kick dance while everybody's feet connect in the middle. When they're like doing that little dance, and then their feet are connecting in the middle. Everybody forgets about like the last week of like the market shaking everybody. The minute starts pumping. So, Young Buck Crypto, you deserve all the gains, Rico, man. I appreciate it. So do you, man. There's enough. You know why there's enough, Young Buck Crypto? They never turned the money off, the money printer off. They've never turned it off. So it's not like lack of money that's out there. It's not like success is like uh like if you made it to the once you made it to the door of success, they're like, oh, we're all out of success. There's no more money. There's it's not running out. They've never turned it off. So it's not lack of that money. So it's something else, right? So it's something else. It can't be like, although for some reason when money feels tight, and we're all human, we've all been there, okay? Let's not pretend, right? We almost feel like this scarcity feeling for some reason, as if there's not nonstop money being printed, right? And that's why it's dangerous. They want us to save the thing that they make nonstop. There's something up with that. It's like, you guys want me to save that thing? It's like, that's why investing in yourself and using that money to invest in yourself and to invest in your future is the best thing that you can do, because there's more of it. There's more of it. I wish I could have been there for the day that, I'm sure when they first had the printers on for printing money, I'm sure they probably turned them on and probably turned them off and turned them on and then turned them off. But I wish I could have been there for the meeting when they decided to just leave them on. imagine, imagine that meeting, that board meeting of that day when everybody came into the Fed, and they're like, yeah, we got a meeting. We're going to be talking about the machines. We said, what's wrong with them? Said, no, nothing. We're gonna leave them on. We're gonna leave them on. We're not gonna turn them off. Said, we're not gonna turn them off. Said, yeah, you know what? We've been turning them off. We've been turning them on. We just don't really see the point in that. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that meeting. I don't know if people in there would have been laughing, or like just to absorb that, that thing, because there's a huge thing going on in the brain where, like, the way we feel about money, cut all the rates. I mean, it's just wild, fam. Honestly, it's just wild, and that's why I do my best, like, where we do our best here to like get better and figure out how to print. I know I've made you guys a lot of money. I know there's a lot of you guys in here that have, and I know some of the plays, they don't last very long. There's been some that even I got in with you guys, and it was like, damn, that one didn't work out. But the overall percentage of the ones that, when I'm feeling very bullish on this one and I'm telling you guys it's some alpha and it's working out, they work out really good. And, I'm more bullish on some than others, and some of them are more speculative than others. But I do my best to show you guys how to try to move through this market, because there's not lack of money. The money's just pouring everywhere. It's just about, like Saphir says, closed mouths don't get fed. So, like, man, we got to be hungry. So if you guys are hungry, make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys max engage. Let's see what we're looking like on X. Looking really good. I appreciate you guys pulling up super strong, man. Really want to get into that 1K again. Those 1K streams, really knocking it out the park. Those things, because, man, we're just printing for people. Like, 1,000 people should know about, what we just did, with Clash. Like, Clash has made everybody, and still making everybody, a lot of money. And, it's the other places people tend to go to, and that's where all those cabal plays are at. And we find some of them ourselves. Let's be honest, like, we bump into them ourselves as well. But yeah, I mean, look at this play that we found, and how many plays like this have we found? I think my lips are a little bit chapped, fam. And I'm like, putting on chapstick right now. Yeah, man. It's just got a little bit colder in Vegas, and my body's acting ridiculous because I grew up in the winter, like, or in cold states, where like the winter was real. and now the temperature just dropped just a little bit in Vegas, and you would swear that it was like 20 degrees outside. My lips want to chap now. Yeah. So let's jump into some fun plays right now. We got a solid stream, and I know Saphir, you're amazing, brother. I love you. I love all of you guys supporting the channel and making these numbers grow. Like honestly, I asked you guys for something, and you guys are absolutely amazing. Like you guys actually pulled up, and I was actually laughing yesterday because I was like, I'm damn near gonna do like a stream. And you guys, let's have some fun, right? I was laughing yesterday. I was like, I should do a stream dressed as a bum, shaking a cup like for likes and streams, like holding a cardboard sign up. I was laughing so hard, like I just had a moment where like, because I was like, man, it's crazy, like how much we gotta like, and we make people so much money, and like we give away so much information, like information that I would pay for. Like honestly, I wish somebody would have told me a lot of the stuff that I just tell you guys. Like, you don't think I've made a lot of crypto mistakes being in crypto since 2017? You don't think I've lost seed phrases? You don't think I got, during the last bull run, I got scammed, for like I did like an NFT thing that I got scammed that I was on Discord. I don't even like to touch Discord because I literally got scammed, saying, instead of, they were like, do you want to buy one NFT or do you want to, buy two NFTs? And I put my hand up, I was like, I want to get scammed for two NFTs, right? I could have bought one NFT and just got scammed for a little bit of ETH, but I was like, you know what? They got a special going on right now. I can't pass up a deal. I can't pass up a deal, Saphir. Sharon, I can't pass up this deal to get scammed for two NFTs. What? So it's like a lot of this information. It's like I do this, and I've showed you guys that YouTube revenue is nothing. I do this because I care. I do this because I've not figured it out, because I don't want to say I figured it out. Like we get all like in our philosopher mode. The minute you say you got it, it damn near disappears on you and stuff. So you got to be careful with that. You want to be constantly learning, because the minute you say you figured it out, it's like the man who thinks he knows it all, right? Now, I don't want to say that I know it all, but we got a good rhythm of the game. It's not like I figured it completely out. I don't want to say that I got it like that, because I always want to keep learning every single day. But I mean, whether or not we can, make each other some money in this stuff, I mean, yeah, we've been doing that. So you know what? Let's start off with Clash today. We're going to do it a little bit different today. We're going to go through some of the plays, and then we're going to talk about XPX. We got a nice space. I saw TK booked us our space for tomorrow. We're going to vibe. We also got like the veteran token. We're going to be talking about. I saw some of the merch for veteran token today when I opened up TG. Fam, fire. Hey, you live and you learn. Tell me about it, bro. I got a 2-for-1 lesson on that one that day. All right, let's go to Clash, man. Shout out to all the people who made a lot of money in Clash. And let me know, and don't tell me how much you guys made, but let me know if you guys were some of the people that made money in Clash. Because check this out right here. This trader turned 1,000 $920 into $34,000. A 17x trade on Clash. George plays Clash on Solana. Who's tracking this gem? Check out our hot pair tab. Now, they're trying to get you to go check out their hot pair tab. That's not going to always be the case with that hot pair tab, okay? This is crazy right here. Someone just turned $207 to $250K in 11 days on Clash. Shout out to them. I mean, I didn't get in. We got in a little bit later. They got in. Obviously, this thing was showing like they got in sooner, like over here or something like that. We got in at 360K. So in this section over here, we got in. We didn't get to do this. I'm sure a lot of these are the people who know him and got in really early, but we got to get in at 300 and I got a nice little 3x. Nice, very nice. And I still think that leaving a moon bag in there is good, because I don't think he's ever going to stop streaming. If you look at, I'm just, talk is cheap, right? And I've seen a lot of these people on spaces, and a lot of these people, they come and go. George has been here nonstop. Love him or hate him, however you feel about Cryptos R Us, all that stuff. I'm talking about how can you make money right now, and this is Clash Royale. It's a way that you can make money, leaving possibly a moon bag inside there, because this is a play, and we called it at 360K. And I say, hey, You might want to circle all your like other Solana plays that are not doing too good into this play right here. Not financial advice, yada yada yada. And you guys probably would have had a great weekend like I did as well. Like, you know, this is Solana. Solana is very powerful. It's very powerful. This is the other one we're going to talk about in just a bit as well. But yeah, this play is probably not done printing. I think that this play could potentially go really into the hundreds of millions. You know, there's going to be these little shakeouts like that. But considering George's like YouTube channel, how big it is, considering how big Clash is getting, and considering that this company might even support George even a lot more and probably get, you know, more influencers on board and all this thing can get really massive, right? Now, again, if you play devil's advocate or whatever, you play the flip side, it's all around Clash. So if anything happens to Clash or George stops playing Clash, you know, you could see a massive, you know, candle probably bring the thing down. But I don't think he's going to stop. I don't think Clash is going to go anywhere. Um, I'm waiting for a certain pump fun token. Nice, 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 nice. You didn't DM me, man. There's some things we got to talk about, man. I just there's some things, and plus I want the market to pump up really good. And yeah, there's some things that want to get situated. And man, just what's nice is that I know it'll do really good, right? We're gonna go into some more creator coins right now because it's part of what we're talking about, right? It's part about how YouTube picks and choose what creators are gonna do good and which ones are not gonna do that good. And you know, I was late to the party in the last bull run. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was in crypto since 2017, but when I started my YouTube channel in June, the pump already had happened. You know, the pump already had happened. I was catching the end wind of it, and when by the end of the year came and it was still somewhat good, but when January came around, it was a wrap, you know, and then all that stuff kind of just faded away. YouTube channel wasn't doing that good, and still, let's talk tonight when you're free. Absolutely, yeah, we can talk. Right now it's like it's 9:30, but we can talk in the afternoon if you have some time. Um, yeah, you know, slide into your DMs, bro. Hey, yo. Oh my God, we gotta have some fun, man. If you're not having fun, you haven't. I want you guys to print with me so you can be a little bit giggly with me sometimes, okay? Like just let's just have some fun together, man. I promise you guys, the fun and the good vibes for some freaking reason for some reason produces, you know, be patient, like all this, just put a bunch, a little bit of good here, a little bit of good there, some more good over here, a little bit more good, a little bit more good, a little more good, you know, next thing you know, it's like, man, this is really good, right? Sophia and Rico sharing feed pics tonight. You already know, Sharon. You already know. Pause. Oh my God. You know what? I like to have fun, man. I like to have fun. If you can't have fun, it's chill out, man. My hair's already getting gray, and that's having fun. Imagine if I was stressed out, I'll be over here looking like I don't know, too white. So Clash is looking amazing. Call me overly bullish, but I think that this is $100 million play at the very least. You know, over 50 mil, 100 million play. It's very doable when you think about like how many of you have been on YouTube and seen where like, you know, there's all this advertising. I got YouTube Premium, but like before YouTube Premium, like, you know, you have all these, you know, these commercials like play Clash now, you know, and fight this. It's like, it's one of the ones that like, honestly, like when he was doing the clashing, I see this Clash, even though I never played it, I've seen this advertisement so much, I knew exactly what was going on. Right. So Clash Royale. Keep an eye on this one. Let George know I sent you guys over there. Called it at 360. Made a lot of you guys a lot of money. Made myself some good amount of money. And we're not done. We're not done making a lot of money. We're not done. I promise you guys. It's a super cycle. And if you know, if you can understand, like the market wasn't that much fun. Look how the market was just really boring, and this was trading sideways. It wasn't that exciting, and then out of nowhere, it just started pumping up really hard. What'd it do? Break 5 mil, break 10 mil, bam, shot up. That's all it takes. It'll happen when it happens. I don't know, but as long as it happens, and we can find these plays when they happen, that's all that matters. And let's go to the next one that I think is also going to do it. We got the Crow Show. Let Pablo Crow know I said what's up, man. Maybe he's watching, man. Sometimes, I don't know, it's pretty early for Pablo Crow. I know bro by now, you know. Bro be up, I mean, he be up late, man. Bro be up really, really late. And What do we got right here? We got the Crow Show just locked. You know, a whole bunch of Crow Show tokens right here with Stream Flow Fi. Okay, cool. It's on chain. You can check the amount, the period, and receipts. Crow Show. Check it out right there. There you guys go. Let's see. How many times have you been rugged? Fun fact: the Crow Show has been around 9 days. How many times have you been rugged elsewhere? Sheesh. I haven't been rugged in a little bit. I've been actually doing really good. I man, when it happens, I get irritated, honestly. But that's why I only put in what I'm willing to lose on these little meme coin plays. And I'm not trying to like. Some people be fiending over it. Like when you're fiending, I don't care what it is in life. If you're fiending over it, you know, if you're acting like out of pocket, like if you're not acting like yourself or something, and you're like fiending for something, you're in trouble. I don't care if it's coffee. I don't care if it's drugs. I don't care if it's liquor. I don't care if it's, trying to find a slot machine. If it's, a craps table. If it's, me back in the day buying a whole bunch of motorcycles and stuff like that. Like if you do too much of anything, it'll get you. It'll get you. So haven't been rug pull. I still got some stuff in noodles. We'll see if that noodle plays worked out because I put a little bit in there just to see what it would do. If it went to zero, then that would be one that got me right. So that one's still on the ooh, what's it gonna do? But it's gone up, it's gone sideways. I like the pattern to break 5-10 million market cap, do that thing because I know that's where we make the most money. So Pablo Crow, this was another one that I called super early for you guys before it did this pump when it was underneath $1 million market cap. It was over here around like 400, 500K market cap. Same thing. I was like, hey, you guys might want to, get some Crow Show because, he has a big influence. Whether or not this thing will pump, that's not the case, right? How high can it go? Most of Pablo Crow's, doings in the space when it comes to the plays, I've seen him go to 25 mil. So, this thing's right here at $1.5 million market cap. It's doing its thing. And if you look at, things that happened with, MK pumped up really hard to like 25 mil. We all made money on that. I got a lot of DMs from people who got in on Meme Link during the pre-sale and were like, hey, Rico, thank you for helping me get into Meme Link. I made a lot of money off of it, right? Now, depending on how long you guys stay after you guys make that money, that's on you. But whether or not, and it's not because I'm like on some guru stuff. It's just because I'm in the space so long and I'm just in it. So it's like you're gonna be like, wait a minute, that's undervalued. No, no way, that's undervalued, right? So I still think that this one's undervalued as well. You might want to have at least one Solana right here. I could see this being the next little move for Pablo Crow and this thing going a lot higher. And if you can go one Solana and go to 20 something million or 15 million, and yeah, it might pull back after that, or maybe it keeps going high. Maybe this is where his feet stay planted, and maybe this is where a lot of other new creators just go and stay planted as well, right? Tired of YouTube, tired of Twitch, tired of Kick, where you can actually provide value, make creator funds, and at the same time, have a project pump and put all that knowledge into it. That can be extremely, extremely powerful, fam. It can be really, really powerful. So Crow Show right here, looking really good, looking really early. Don't want to miss out on this whatsoever. All right, so Crow Show, I still think it's early. Let Pablo Crow know I said what's up. This is where, if you even come over here to Pump Fun right here, which I checked earlier, you click on live streams right here, you see it right here. 2.4 million or all-time high 2.4 million right now at a 1.6, so a little bit of a discount. You don't want to see it at freaking 15 million like Clash and be like, man, I missed out on that. Now, for whatever reason, everybody has picked that this is the pattern, and even George's play did the same exact pattern. So it doesn't matter if you're Georgie, it doesn't matter if you're Saitoshi, it doesn't matter if you're any Ishii, right? Rikoshi, you break 5 million, you break 10 million, you go this high, and there's a pullback. Okay, we can handle that. If it's a real project, what happens? They find support and start to go back up. Can I show you more examples of that? Absolutely. I think Jerry was a great play that we were pulling up. I'm not sure where the Jerry community's at. I haven't seen them in a while, but if you can go to the Jerry TG and let them know to pull up, because I think this is a great example. I know they're going to be moving to B&B next as well. So if you guys can go to the Jerry, maybe they're paying attention. But this is a great example right here. Most people are going to miss out. This is a perfect time right here. Check this out. 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million. Broke 5 million, went to 10, broke 10. What did it go to? 21 million, right? So it doesn't matter if it's a turtle. It doesn't matter if it's on ETH, B&B, whatever it is, if it's a play and you can get in early, you will print on this. Now, this is where the next part comes into play. This is the next important part of this little pattern of how the money is taken off the table, right? You got your initial, you got all that stuff that pulled back. You're looking at this right here, starting to find support on this key level, that $5 million market cap, right? I told everybody, I said, hey, this is a real play. They got listed on so many exchanges. The team is very strong. They're not playing around with this one. You might want to get in on this if you felt like you missed it. This might be the floor because, hey, it's holding really strong. What happened? It literally did the same dance. Went up to 10 million, broke that, came back, went all the way back up to 20-something million-dollar market cap. Now it's doing it again. What is everybody going to do? If you're listening right now, if you made some extra money and you're like, hey, wait a minute, maybe I can trade this Jerry the turtle because I can see that this has a really strong community. I can see that they have a team that will keep building. Charts are going to go up, charts are going to go down. Is the dev team still working? Is the community still active? These are serious questions you guys got to ask, because if you want to be able to take, I don't know, however many days off you want to take off, this is the stuff that I want you guys to get dialed in. I'm telling you guys, rock with me all the way. So like that moment of like, a lot of people in spaces talk about like, man, we can't wait till we visit this. Like, no, I'm trying to make that moment for real. I'm trying to see Saphir in Las Vegas for real. He should be able to make enough money from all the plays he's printing to get his ass on a plane. And excuse me for cussing. I don't know if people's kids are around. I try to keep it PG for that reason, right? There could be families, a kid walking by and stuff like that. And I know we're, got some degenerate meme coins that we talk about, but at the end of the day, we want to try to be respectful, right? But where I want that to be real, like, I want that to be real for the Jerry community. I want that to be real for the XPX community. I want that to be real for communities that not only is just about the chart, but where we're growing together, where we don't mess up our bags. Because why not only put like write out the goals, but like actually live them, right? Like Saphir should really live. He was already at the Aria. He knows what it is to be like in Vegas. Like we could have, a lot of fun, hopefully during the summer, so we can go to a rooftop pool party and he can have all the feet he likes or whatever, But if we do this together and we hone in on these strategies, these patterns, we can accumulate a lot of money during this bull run, right? And yeah, we'll take some time off, we'll touch some grass some days, but we'll get right back locked in, and let's just print during this whole super cycle, however long the super cycle is, so that we can just freaking really enjoy it, and not enjoy it and then you get back home and you're worried about that you enjoyed it too much and, oh my god, I think I had too many coconut drinks. Now I'm back home and I think I bought, a little bit too many. I should have never bought that Louis Vuitton belt, while I was inside of the Aria. I should have never, it's like, I don't, this is what I'm talking about. Print enough that even after you're done having fun, that it doesn't even put a dent. Like, you don't even care. It's like, mm. uh And I want you guys to take a look at Jerry. I'm glad to see the Jerry community pulling up. Like to see the Turtles pulling up again really, really hard. I mean, Matt Fury plays print on this channel back to back. I mean, a lot of people have made a lot of money, and this is one of those plays that I called super early before it was doing this $5 million market cap dance, before it was breaking 5 million. This is that same pattern that I'm giving you guys. And right now, I want to show you guys this pattern right now. This is the other side of the pattern. The support again on 5 mil. Do you think that they already showed you what they like to do? This, right? And then go up. Now there's all this, it's expanding to B&B. There's more marketing going on. Maybe we trade sideways right here, and this is that next wave to go right here. You could probably sprinkle Jerry. If you felt like you missed Jerry and you didn't catch any money off of Jerry, this would be an area where I would be like, you know what, right around this 5 million area, I seen this happen before. This is a solid play. Let me go to their X account. Let me see how active Jerry the Turtle is. And you're going to see Jerry the Turtle, I mean, very active right here. We got a listing right here. Okay. You got another listing right here. You got a YouTube video, their YouTube channel right there, producing a video. What else? You got show for your bags on the live stream. More listings. I mean, bullishness after bullishness after bullishness. Crypto Galaxy talking about it. And you just see the community active nonstop and the team making things happen. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I like that. Picking up. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice, fam. Very nice. And I think that if you have some spare ETH and you're like, you know what, I want to get in that rhythm where I'm making money off of stuff, you can literally sprinkle this and it doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be a little. It can be enough because this strategy works that you're like, hey, I'll let it sit from right here because look, this took a little bit. I'm at a 4-hour chart, okay? So I'm zoomed out and you can still make money. You don't have to, overwork yourself and have analysis paralysis on a 1 minute chart. Look at all this trading sideways. Can I put 1K in here? Can I put, 5K in here? Can I put, whatever I can put in here to let it go from 5 million to 10 million? Ooh, that's a nice little flip. Or forget about it. Let's go from 5 million to 20 million. Oh yeah. I mean, that's going to feel really nice. And then you can peel that off, right? Leave that initial in there. Take out, most of those profits if you feel like this is the top. But at some point, Jerry the Turtle is going to break this. This section right here, this 20 million, this $20 million market cap, Jerry can break past that, and then Jerry starts going into that 50 mil. So even though it pumps up here and you're obviously in the profit, I would leave a little moon bag because that little moon bag is from down here. So it's not going to hurt you if you touch a little bit right here and you let it do what it's going to do. Because if it broke 20 mil, a lot of these plays that break 20 mil, those are the ones that go to 50, 70, they just, you start holding your head like, oh my God, right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Bullish on Jerry the Turtle, and it's looking like that recipe once again. And I don't want you guys to miss out on the recipe. So if you got some ETH and you've been making some money, this could be a nice little section where you just put a little sprinkle. Say, you know what, let me sprinkle it right there. Let's see. It might pull back. It might come right back down to 5. It might play. It did it before right here. But you'll be very happy that you were patient with this bag and that this pattern on a higher time frame is allowing you, because this is a solid play. You keep compounding these winners and these winners that can keep printing for you in these little sections, your bag starts to look really nice where the noise does not bother you no more. Here goes another one we're going to bring up right now, and we're going to get into XPX. We'll do another giveaway as well. I'm really rocking with you guys. I see the stream doing fantastic. I really appreciate it. Honestly, yesterday I was laughing to myself because I was like, I might literally have to dress up like a bum, bro, and hold up like a cardboard sign, bro, and be like, can you get the likes up, bro? Can you spare some likes? It's like, what does the brother have to do? It's like, how much money do I have to make the people? It's like, how many days do I have to work? It's like, come on, fam. Whatever we got to do as a community, let me stay focused on finding us the patterns and the place to print, and you guys can help me get to those numbers. Get this channel up there, right? All right. Let's look at another play, and we got plays after plays after plays, and hopefully you guys are really rocking with me because we just barely hit the hour mark. Our stream's been going past the hour mark, so get comfortable, relax. Hopefully you're in a good mood, man. I'm telling you, it's nothing better than being in a good mood, I swear. And if you can be in a bad mood for no reason, you can be in a good mood for no reason. You don't need a reason to be in a good mood. I don't know if anybody told you that. You ever been irritated for no reason? Have you ever been annoyed for no reason? Well, you don't need a reason to be feeling good, Same thing. Just flip the script on stuff sometimes, right? Because there's always, like, we live in this world of polarities and stuff. It's like, just flip the script on it. It's like, all right, I can get annoyed for no reason. Then I can be happy for no reason, right? I don't need something, but here goes another play that we found, fam. And again, we're trying to get to 20K subscribers, and I need all of you guys to help me to get there. We're trying to get the X account back over 10K. It's like, I don't know what's going on with that. We need to grind together so we can shine together. But this is another play. Let me know in the chat. Did you guys print off of this play that I called again? This one was super early down here. And now look at this thing. Once they find a support and you see that their socials are active and things are good, like this is probably too early, but AD is probably still sleeping. But AD got in super early on this play as well, and I think that this is $100 million Inu, $100 million market cap Inu all day. I told you guys, hey, down here, this is support level. Once it finds support, I want to be transparent. When it was first pulling back in this section, when it looked like this, it was looking like this, right? I was like, just save some dry powder in case it goes down to 10 mil, right? And then it started to go down to 13 mil, right? Which was really nice and start to pump back up. And then we start to find this support right here where it actually starts to come into this section and coming back down to 13 mil again, coming back down to 13 mil again, coming back down to 13 mil again. And when you start to see that support level and, sellers being exhausted and you come over to the socials and you're like, man, this thing has a massive amount of, power when it comes to its influence on its YouTube channel, its TikTok, all this stuff, its IG. It had so many connections the way it rolled out on so many different exchanges. It rolled out on exchange after exchange after exchange without even putting a dent on the chart. So they were well connected. And obviously somebody was using their own money to get these things to those levels, which is really nice. So Manu right here, one of these plays. Now, should you chase it right now? Probably not, right? If you're going to chase it and just get a bag in there because you're going to say it's $100 million Inu, cool. But even like myself, like I rather just wait and just like to practice getting in, not chasing things. Like, excuse me, let's like, all right, cool. $50 million market cap. I understand that. It's pulling back. Where can I find, where it starts to find the support, possibly some consolidation, and then start to look for my entry rate. So like that nonstop. There you go, AD. What's up, broski? I'm glad you were still holding this one and you held through that dip and now it's looking really good. This was a play that we made money on together, like we all did. So I really appreciate you guys, like I said, helping me grow the channel, push this out because we're finding these plays on a regular basis. Like if you're tapped in with me, we really can find these plays really early and they turn out to be some really, really big heavy hitters, from 3 million from way down here to where it's at now. Like AD's looking really good. Why he hasn't got me anything yet, I don't know. Why he hasn't bought anything off of Just Shop Crypto yet, I don't know. I'm messing with him. He just had a mess. I just sent him a message. Uh, Speaking of AD and Just Shop Crypto, let me see real quick. AD, this is where you want to go for that. This is the little burger right here, and this is some of the information right here. And then anything else you need to know, just let me know, and we can create a private TG and get the whole team in there to get you guys completely understanding, so we can get you guys listed, right? And yeah, we're gonna talk about veteran token as well once we start talking about XPX. Veteran tokens merch is looking freaking sick. There's one hat. There's one hat that I really think is gonna be hard to keep on the shelves. Like that's how fire it is. All right, so keep that in mind. Manu right now is another play looking really good. We already said this is going to be a play. This is powerful right here. We can't sleep on this right here. This is too strong. It has this oomph right here. So, possibly this is, could be this local top right here and probably pull back, no big deal. Wait for it to come back. Somebody just took some profit off of there. I don't blame them. And it could come back and find a support and then go right back up. But I really think that this, no matter what, you should leave some kind of moon bag in there because this is like $100 million Inu for sure. So there's still some gains to be made on this one. All right. Let's go into a couple more plays. One that I've been keeping an eye on. This one is, this one right here. Grippy has this decent looking chart, right? Looking pretty good. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart. It's just consolidating. Everybody's been asking me about this one. This is all it has to do. Break above here, go into these sections. It's so new and, has a lot of potential. These are these Matt Fury plays that can go a lot higher. This is that scenario that we find them really early, underneath 1 million or at 1 million, before it goes up higher, right? So these are some of these plays cruising right now at 1.2 million. This is Grippy. A lot of people talking about it. You see it trending up up here on base, so it doesn't even have that much competition. It's just that base, it's hard to get that, that hype around there. Like everybody really is on Solana, and I will say probably a lot more on Solana and BNB than they are on base itself. There's still base plays that obviously do really good, but ETH and BNB and Solana are doing really great. Noodles right here is another play that we've been keeping an eye on. Just like I said, this was one that I got in. That if it went to zero, I guess we'll answer Pablo Crow's show that yeah we got hit one time this month or whatever. But for the most part, we've been printing nonstop. But I only put in what I'm willing to lose because this is sitting at 469K market cap. It can be one of those plays. I don't know the team. I don't know too much about it. I don't know this, that, and the third. I just like Matt Fury plays. They do really good for me. So seeing this Matt Fury play being fresh, not a lot of people talking about it, underneath $1 million market cap. I think the noodles thing is funny, and it could probably do really good. Here, this is the first YouTube video that I've seen off of it. So here you guys go. This guy right here, first YouTube video that I've seen off of noodles. For a while I've just been the only person really talking about it, so I think this one's a sleeper to keep an eye on. Is noodles, everybody? This could be a pretty good sleeper, but nonetheless, noodles is a decent looking Matt Fury play. I think it's different, it's funny, and who doesn't like some noodles here and there, right? It's been rainy here lately too. We might do some pho. Let me know if you guys have some pho. It might be pho season, right? The pho token coming out soon. So let's go to just go to. All right, cool. My bad. All right, noodles is looking good. This is one of those plays that hey, maybe it's one of those runners, maybe it's not. It just looks like a solid looking chart. Looks like a good meta. Could be a runner. We don't know, right? We just don't know. We just kind of like it. We're doing degen math. We're doing, hey, it's Matt Fury. Hey, I've never seen the noodles guy before. Everybody likes to eat noodles. Bam, put a little bit in there, right? Hasn't broke $5 million market cap. Hasn't even broke $1 million market cap. So it could be a play that I just sprinkle it a little bit. And maybe, I can turn a little bit of ETH into a whole ETH, or maybe turn, one ETH into a few ETH. And that's very possible on these plays, right? So let's go ahead and all right. Alrighty then, fam. Let's go ahead and keep it moving and grooving on noodles. This is a solid little Matt Fury play. All right, let's go over now to XPX marks the spot, fam. What? And then we can get into just shop crypto. We can get into all this good stuff. Appreciate you guys supporting the chart, man. We had Manuel earlier saying that a DCA'd into XPX. I really appreciate it, fam. I mean, the smoke will let you know this is a true fire gem, bro. I mean, even when the markets shake around, look, this daily chart stays strong for a reason. And we got some real utility coming out that I really think it's going to accelerate people even wanting to represent XPX, because right around the corner, I really want us to break like $1.5 million market cap again. And like I said, in the pinned post, you guys might see that thing and you guys might be like, all right, I know we got our MasterCards and they're live. And those who are having the 404 code, we're going to be working on that. The whole weekend was being worked on. I'm going to check a bunch of Slack messages, go through all that. We are still working on that. Some people are not having issues. Some people are passing KYC the very first day. If you're still having issues, just be patient if you can, and we're working on these 404 codes as they come. We have to understand that there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of users, so it is a lot, right? It's not like only 10 people that need it. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people until we break into the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that actually use our services, right? So quite a bit, and we're working on all those. What is nice, some people are passing KYC the very first day, so we're seeing our user base already start to accelerate faster than what it was going before, because like I said, sometimes people are having to resubmit their KYC stuff. So if you guys are new to XPX, I know I just kind of jumped right into it, but if you guys are new into XPX, this is a project I launched with a fantastic team. Shout out to David, Marlone, Ali, of course. Without this team, man, this project, this is why it's standing strong every single day. This is why we're building nonstop every single day. While we're allowing people to off ramp their crypto and use it in the real world every single day. While we're allowing businesses to accept cryptocurrency and pay their employees in cryptocurrency if they choose to every single day. So super bullish on this project. Of course, we launched it now going on almost 16 months, very soon, 16 months right around the corner that we've been live with XPX, providing off-ramp solutions to individuals, to businesses, to all the degens alike in the space. Super, super bullish, and a true testament of integrity, a true testament of running a serious project, of a true project, tried and true. Yes, we've had our challenges. The market has tested us. You guys see it in the chart where it pulled back and kept pulling back and kept pulling back. And now we've turned this thing right back around, and we just kept building, man. I just ignored the noise. I know that I'm here in crypto nonstop. I'm not leaving the market. So like, people might come and go and they might leave, but Rico Moneybags is never leaving XPX. I'm never leaving cryptocurrency, so this thing will automatically, as I continue to print in this market, as I continue to build on what I know is the future of cryptocurrency and the future of like how the individuals will, spend their money, I'm going to keep building this thing out. This is XPX for a reason. X pays X, all things payments right here with cryptocurrency. So if you guys are interested in using this right now, go get your cards. And if you guys haven't got your cards, if you guys are new to getting your cards, come over here and get your cards. There are actually some calls that I got to do today for the metal cards. We're working on some things to, push this thing even that much further, fam. Even that much further. So come over here and get your physical card, plastic or metal. You guys can order them. If you're patient a little bit longer, they're going to be cooler. I'm just going to let you guys know that right now. All right. So if you guys wait for the word on the metal cards, they'll be cooler. Okay. And I think some of you guys are really going to like it. I know I am. So make sure you guys do not miss out on that. All right. So extremely bullish on allowing everybody to use their cryptocurrency, whether it's through crypto bill payments, paying your bills or somebody else's bill, non-KYC, allowing people to get gift cards, non-KYC, allowing people to get virtual cards, allowing people to get physical cards. This is what crypto is supposed to be about. All roads lead to payment. If you make a lot of money in NFTs, you're going to be on payment. You're going to off-ramp it. If you make a lot of money on your meme coins, you're going to off-ramp it. You're going to use it. If you make a lot of money on your crypto project, you're going to off-ramp it. You're going to use it. That's what we're here to use. We're going to be, the plan is to be financially rich. So you have to be, be able to be free to spend your finances. You have to be able to do this. And XPX allows everybody to do that today, right now, not down the road, not 10 years from now. Right now, your business, you can create a business account if you like. Come over here to this. I'm going to put this register one for those who are interested in creating a business account. Start a business account right here, and you can start to accept cryptocurrency. And if you want to take it one step further, we'll upgrade your business account where you can also pay your employees in cryptocurrency, where they can off-ramp that cryptocurrency and then take it to the next level, fam. All right, let's jump into what we got with Just Shop Crypto. I know a lot of you guys listening know about XPX. If you guys got any questions, DM me at Rico Moneybags, either on X or, in Telegram as well. You guys can DM me and let me know what's up. But definitely order your guys' card and just get tapped in. This is part of the, like, your whole thing, your manifestation, the whole thing coming together. Like, you're going to need the tools to be able to buy your Lambo. You're going to need these tools to be able to do this. And XPX marks the spot for all those things. Now, moving over to something really cool and something I'm excited about, because we're about to expand now the next project. And we got a couple more projects that are ready and are interested. Going to have some more DMs with them as well. Right now, we currently have CBC and we got Kendu listed on Just Shop Crypto, created and powered by XPX, fam. Yes, this is Just Shop Crypto, not XPX merch crypto, not merchy crypto. No, Just Shop Crypto, all things crypto. On the surface right now is starting off as merch and hats and coffee cups and this and that, which is awesome. But this is much more than that. This is a marketing machine and a one-stop shop for all things crypto. This is the beginning stages of something that is going to be massive. I think actually Just Shop Crypto has the potential to be bigger than what we all expected. I'm going to share this link for you guys as well. If you guys want to come over here, support the channel. If you guys want to support the channel, one good way to doing that as well by not just liking, sharing, and all that good stuff, me shaking the little cup, but also buying some CBC merch. We just listed the hoodie right here. Come over here, buy yourself the CBC hoodie. Let Zach Humphreys know. We said what's up. Whoa, these are fire actually. This burgundy one's hard, bro. The dark brown one. Oh, wait a minute. The dark brown one with some Air Force Ones with some cream color, some coffee brown and some cream color Air Force Ones and some white shorts, some white pants or some cream pants, some khakis or something crazy like that. You got to put these colors together. I don't know why I put shorts on. I don't know, maybe because I'm in Vegas. I'm thinking that, but it's pretty hot still. So no hoodie for me just yet. But these are fire. This dark brown one is probably the one I would get. Like this is probably the one. It says black though. Is it black and my eyes are tripping, or is this black? No, that's dark brown. All right, dark chocolate. That's what they're calling it. That's dark chocolate, baby. Come over here and get some dark. Man, this is fire merch, man. Shout out to Marlone. And shout out to Ali as well, working close with Zach Humphreys, Paid, and Zach from Subway to get more CBC merch for you guys out here. You guys can come over here, get some of this merch, get a coffee mug, get one of these shirts, get a hat. It's super cheap, fam. Very easy to, support, Zach Humphreys, support the movement, and honestly be part of this marketing machine that's actually growing really nice. Let's go to the next products and services. I'm really liking this. This is so big, man. Yeah, right now it's merch, but I think when projects are selling NFTs, musics, comic books, games, etc., right? Why would we slow down, right? This is us getting. They allowed us to get the foot in the door, Darren. That's what's up about this. We got our foot in the door, and it's a wrap. This is really growing to be something big. The next merch that comes out, I'm excited for the marketing campaign around it. I'm really looking to have some fun with this. I'm really looking to do some good things at the same time. So super bullish on this. I mean, extremely bullish. Another thing that I'm bullish on right now is Kendu. And we're going to talk about Veteran Token as well right now in just a sec. But I want you guys to come over here and check out Kendu. Buy some Kendu merch as well. Okay. Get some Kendu merch. Tag Kendu. Tag some of the Kendu Chads and Chadettes. They have an amazing community. I mean, they have an amazing community. The Kendu community is amazing, fam. You guys know that. Like, the Kendu community is absolutely amazing. $10 million market cap. That's that threshold right there. Looking really good, looking really strong. I mean, this is a strong community right here. This is that section they were at before, so this could be a good section to, possibly start to load up. That's that $10 million market cap, and then it went to 40, man, just like that. So shout out to Kendu, always building, always on Reddit, always on StockTwits. I mean, they don't even got a raid bot, fam, and they're just so active. Like, go join the Telegram for Kendu. Let them know that I sent you over there, and just say what's up, and just see how they'll they'll literally greet you, and you'll see them just grinding and just chilling there. Just be a fly on the wall. Hey, psychedelic angel, just be a fly on the wall with Kendu and just chill there and just like, and you'll see like, wow, this community is just getting stuff done. And I gotta give a big shout out to our community lead, Troll King, because the XPX community is thriving as well. We're not as big as a community, but we are all over the place, and we make a huge effort on X, and that's why XPX is so strong as well, right? Because although we're a utility play, we have meme coin vibes as far as like how we hang out and how much fun we get to have in the TG. Like, we have one of the best blends of having fun and keeping it serious and still getting the job done. It's like a perfect blend, and they got a great one as well. They're a little bit more on hinge, but they're can do send do, baby. They're okay. That we love that from them. So I'm rocking with them. Join that Telegram. Go say what's up to the Can Do Chads. And also, of course, if you guys can, buy some Can Do merch. Go say what's up to them. Tag some people. Say what's up to them. And they're gonna say what's up back. They have an amazing, amazing community. Now, if you guys are listening on X, YouTube, or Party, or all of these, come over here. I want you guys to hurry up and get listed. Find your favorite projects. This is probably the easiest way for them to get listed. Come over here, then DM us. These are going to be changing very, very soon. Okay, so we got a few projects queued up. I'm trying to keep this window open for you guys. I don't want those smaller projects to miss out on this opportunity of holding some XPX. Some of these are like smaller entry areas, like get in, because there's some big things coming to Just Shop Crypto. It's going to be providing more value, and obviously these things are subject to change, so I want you guys to really tap in and get these packages now. Okay, now speaking of projects being listed and people already queued up, I want to have as many of you guys queued up before we do all these changes, is veteran token. Yes, veteran token. Veteran token. Oh man, this one's bullish, fam. I want you guys to come over here, go to their website, check it out. I saw one of the hats today. One of the hats today, we might not be able to keep it in stock. One of the veteran hats today, we might not be able to keep it in stock. I think that thing is going to sell like crazy. Okay. I think it's going to sell like crazy. And when you look at some of this art right here and you picture this on some merch, it's really going to hit really hard. But there's a hat that I really think is going to sell like crazy. And I'm looking forward to doing a marketing campaign. And this is what we're doing with Just Shop Crypto. Like I said, it's cool. Yes, the merch. But you know what's going to be even more cool? Yes, cooler, everybody. When we're giving some of this merch away to actual veterans, when we're actually feeding some veterans and doing the right thing, and at the same time we're creating content and marketing about what Veteran Token is doing, what Just Shop Crypto has enabled, Veteran Token to achieve with our marketing resources, our amazing community that supports everything that we do, and actual boots on the ground utility that allows people to get this merch to actual people, a utility that allows us to buy actual food, via crypto using XPX, and feeding some of these veterans as well, right? So there's a lot that we can do right here. I think we're going to see something really cool coming from, Just Shop Crypto. And to think Just Shop Crypto is just an idea. And if you guys are out there with an idea, I mean, I'm telling you, people will tell you it's not a good idea out the gate. And people will literally tell you that maybe it's not the right time to do it. And people will literally tell you that, hey, but if you got a good idea and something's up in there and you feel it, man, and you got a great team, just do it. Be like Nike and just do it, fam. Because from an idea to actually helping veterans is something kind of wild. And I think Just Shop Crypto is going to continue to expand and actually, in one form or another, actually start to have some really positive impact. I think this is, you've seen that Just Shop Crypto being that first step of like, yes, it's cool. We got Zach Humphreys, right? Massive KOL, a KOL that honestly, I don't think, and I honestly know he wouldn't do this Just Shop Crypto stuff with us if XPX was some kind of rug play or some kind of fugazi play. We're a real play, we're a real project. And that's why we didn't have to pay Zach Humphreys to do that, right? Most people would have freaking dump a bunch of tokens or do this and the third to do that, when it's a collaborative effort to do good for the space, right? And here now we're at this next phase where, yeah, we got Kendu listed and we got the community within Web3 pumped up, but now Just Shop Crypto is about to be affecting retail a bit, the Web2 world, if we want to call it that. So really, really bullish on what we're being able to achieve with Just Shop Crypto. If you guys, like I said, small project, medium project, large project, any project in between, if you have your own merch line, let us know. It's even easier to get listed. If you don't have your merch line and you have a bunch of memes, we'll create it for you, get it listed, and get these marketing campaigns. It's not just about getting listed and just be like, okay, thank you guys for listening. See you guys later. No, it's time to do spaces. It's time to, do a campaign. People who purchase this and make a post about it, yo, we'll send them some veteran token. We'll send them some XPX token. If they're being that active and rocking the merch, the vet merch or the XPX merch, and they're making posts about it, why not support one another in the space instead of supporting a bunch of fake accounts or supporting a bunch of botted accounts, when you can support actual real people that actually care about these projects, right? And care about these missions. So super bullish on veteran tokens, super bullish on Just Shop Crypto. I really think Just Shop Crypto is about to be like something massive, fam. Like that really, that Amazon just shipping books. Remember when Amazon was only selling books? Remember when Just Shop Crypto was only selling merch? Remember when Just Shop Crypto was only selling merch? I'm telling you, don't fade Rico, man. Don't fade the team. Don't fade XPX. Don't fade people who are locked into crypto. I'm telling you guys right now, there goes the man, the myth, the legend. I was just covering you guys, man. The Crow Show is looking good, man. The Crow Show is looking really good, man. I'm loving the Crow Show, man. And yeah, we got to do the stream together, bro. I took the weekend off, bro. I did really good. You know how sometimes you print really good and you're like, you know what? Let me do something nice for me. I'm sure you've been there where you're like, let me, the markets are gonna do what the markets do. Let me just go do something just for me. Yeah. Just Shop Crypto also needs plushies for projects. Smart man, Darren, Papi. Okay, there we go. There we go. I like that. I like that. Yes. Oh my God, you just took it to another level. Man, you just took it to another level. Love seeing Pablo Crow pull up, man. I'm gonna jump on the next one. Maybe let me know when you're having the next one so we can line something up. Jump on your stream and stuff. Man, I'm bullish on the creator coins, man. I'm bullish on what YouTube and Kick and all these other platforms. They better watch out. They don't know what's going on. They gotta know what's going on. They gotta know by now that there's gonna be a wave of people. It's like we no longer have to be shadow banned. Like you could just be on Pump Fun and you're definitely not going to be shadow banned on Pump Fun. I mean, we're talking about the trenches. There's no shadow banning in the trenches. That is the trench, right? So that's because I mean, how hard is it to get views and all that stuff? Like um, I was watching a stream, which is crazy. Let's go to Veteran Tokens X account while we're having some fun together. But I was watching a stream where like you guys know that streamer Neon. He's been chilling with Rampage a lot lately, right? Um, so I seen him say that he went viral. I don't know who it was. That one like basketball player. I don't know what song it was, but that he put like over 100,000 in bots to make that song go viral, which was crazy that he was just saying that song. So that I don't know what song it was. It was like it sounded all old school or whatever. Everybody was like it sounded like a 2001 song. But he was like, "Yeah, I put 100K into like making like that's how they get the views going." Look, there goes some of that merch, man. Get ready, man. You guys get ready. Get ready for the merch drop from Veteran Token. But it's wild how that happens, isn't it? How some of that viral stuff happens is like if you're not willing to put 100K into your channel or into your song to make it go viral, if you're not paying to play on YouTube, or like people say like Kai does on Twitch, a lot of people say Kai has that whole thing botted. It's like you don't really get to make it, but I don't think you'll have to buy anything on Pump. I think it's just gonna go and it's just gonna work no matter what. So I think we're gonna see a wave of people going to, you know, Pump Fun and stuff like that. Just watch content as well. It's right here. Look, Crow Show live right now. Let's peek on the Crow Show really quick. I mean, to me that's bullish right there. I like this. And it's bullish too. He knows it's bullish. He knows that this is bullish. Like this, it looks bullish. If you're just a normal freaking Pump Fun DJ and you come across this thing and you see all this dev bought and not one freaking dev sold, like that's worth putting a freaking Solana in there. If you don't, you're gonna be irritated later on because that's a lot, man. That's really nice. I actually like that. So the Crow Show, fam. We got the Crow Show. We got the Crow Show. All right, man. So check out Veteran Token. Where was their X account so I can share this with you guys? This is Veteran Token. You guys are about to see their merch drop, and I think that plushies idea is a good idea, Darren. I really, really like that. And let's do a giveaway actually right now. We got Pablo Crow here. Maybe we can get Pablo Crow to do a giveaway as well. He's listening. Pablo Crow, you want to do a giveaway? Are you still listening? Um, See if we can get the Crow Show. I'm not sure what he's doing. Put him on the spot right now while we're live. let's do uh let's do a little giveaway. Let's have some fun, right? And I mean, we're having a solid stream. We've been doing a little bit longer streams. They've been feeling really good. I've been feeling really good. You guys been supporting the channel. I've been shaking my little. I'm gonna get my homeless sign made. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like, please, I'll do anything for likes and I'll do anything for comments at this point. And subscribe to the channel. Oh my god, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for letting me have fun and just be me. Here, let's have some fun right now. All right. Okay. Rico money bags and he's finna change the game. Bullish AF, I said bullish AF. XPX finna go insane. I said bullish AF, I said bullish AF. XPX is the name, XPX is the game. I said bullish AF, I said bullish AF. XPX is the name, XPX is the game. I need to be looking. I don't even look over here. Got a gold card and you know we going hard. Rico money bags and he's gonna change the game. I said bullish AF, I said bullish AF. It's XPX and it's about to go. Okay, yeah, just keep spamming it, fam. Rico money bags and he's gonna change the game. XPX and it's about to go insane. I said bullish AF, I said bullish AF. 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 Okay. Bullish AF, I said bullish AF. XPX, 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 XPX. All right. XPX, 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 XPX. 2,000. Thanks, Pablo. AD always with his jokes. Yeah, keep spamming them, fam. I'm just trying to get them all. Just keep having fun in the chat, man. That's what we're here to do anyways. Crypto with a K. I had to slow down the chat for a second. It was gone. They came ready this time. I was like, whoa, hold on a second. Okay. Let's see. If I'm missing you, just post it again, man. Don't be shy. Closed mouths don't get fed, fam. Go ham. Nothing wrong with it. Said I'm an overachiever. What can I say? They tell me to stop. I just keep going. I'm telling you, when you're first doing something, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're crazy. You're delusional. What are you doing?" And then once you get it done, you're a genius out of nowhere. It's like, what the heck? I could have used some of that damn motivation when I was first thinking of it. It was all this negative stuff around it, all this like stupid negative cloud and stuff. And the next thing you know, the minute it pulls off, oh, you know what? Stroke of genius, actually. It's like that's why that self stuff is so important, man. I know most people are probably like, uh, I didn't come here for your self help Rico, but man, we're human. Like we got to talk about this stuff sometimes. Like it's part of like keep like it's not just pump stuff up, right? It is also about uh like like your psyche, like how are you like internally? How is self doing, right? Like honestly, because otherwise, you know, I promise you guys, there's a couple ideas that you guys use that, it wasn't that popular when I was first talking about it. Now it's all we talk about. So it's crazy. So just make sure that you guys stay locked in on what you think, And sometimes I don't think it's people like on like doing it like with malice or nothing like that. I don't want to say that. Like people are not everybody's out there intentionally just out there like, you know what, you got an idea, dumb, you know. But I don't know. I think it has a lot to do with people projecting that, you know, a lot of their own insecurities and stuff like that. That's why it's really important for you to, you know that you're a winner. Stack your little wins, you know, look for your wins, like, and learn how to stack your wins, like, you know, so like that, you know, you need to be able to stack some wins so you can be like, that's right, you know what, I do pull stuff off. Yeah, yeah, I know it sounds crazy and stuff like that at first and whatever, but you know what, this uh no, AD, you're late today. Nah, bro. Nah, you was late, bro. uh Crazy. Oh man. All right, let's call it too. Let's call it right now. Let's call it right now, man. Appreciate you guys pulling up. Honestly, fam, this channel, the bigger we grow it, the bigger the giveaways get, the bigger everything happens, the bigger everything we do. Honestly, fam. All this stuff is just, I'm just trying to lock in for all of us. So let's pull this right here, right now. Let's go. Who's going to be that winner? Man, we got a fun stream, man. I don't know if it's because Sonia again. Sonia wins. Let's go, Sonia. Sonia, just send me a DM again. You've already won before in the past, so I already know which one is the real Sonia. So for all of the scammers out there, I'm going to save you a bunch of time. Don't even go make a fake Sonia account right now because I already have a DM from her, and I'm going to be able to know that wasn't you. So save that fake account for another try to scam. Look, I'm even looking out for the scammers, fam. Like, good vibes. Good vibes, fam. You probably had like a bunch of scammers right now running to go make a bunch of Sonya accounts. You know what? Just wait. Just wait. Look at AD. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go. Let's run this again, man. Let's run it again. One giveaway just doesn't feel right. One giveaway just does not feel right. Crypto Society? Or is it that young buck? Man, we might have to play some old school Young Buck today. Young Buck had a CD that when it came out, it was, you know, it hit. I don't know if you guys, any of you guys probably listened to that. I know, you know, technically, when I don't know how they consider us unk status in the 30s, but you know, maybe you got to be unk status to know what Young Buck is. I'm not sure, but you know, Young Buck, send me a DM. Young Buck, get a DM. Get that money. Let's go. And I'm having too much fun today. Is that all right that we're having this much fun? Well rested fun. You know, coming in here, you know, with a ton of crypto energy for some reason. Says, sheesh, man. We gotta do this, man. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. That was a good weekend. That's what's up. That's what it's all about. Shaking it off, right? Coming back ready. Okay. All right, so we got some giveaways. We got Sonia and we got Young Buck. Young Buck, I'm waiting for your at handle because I have not sent you a giveaway before, and they will make a whole bunch of Young Bucks. You know, so you need to, you know, if you want your paper, you definitely got to put your at handle for the TG in this chat right now, and you also want to join this amazing Telegram group that everybody should be joining. Like everybody, fam. I'm shaking my bum cup. You know, I'm over here doing. I know it's not even good to say that word no more, but I'm saying it for myself, not anybody else. Okay, join the Telegram. I'll be holding a sign. Join. You know, join the Telegram. Sophia, are you still in here? This is for you, Sophia. That's for you. Oh, okay, okay, okay. You won last week. Okay, cool, cool. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay. Man, people winning back to back. Doesn't that feel good? Like people winning, being around winners. It's like you got to surround yourself around winners. People want to say that, but they also don't even want to assist other people in winning. Isn't that crazy? That's a little bit too selfishy. It's like you saying like, "Hey, surround yourself about around winners," but like, a lot of people right around you have some of that winning potential. Young Buck has some great features. Lil Scrappy, yep, was one of my favorites. And Young Jeezy, of course, early 2000s was fire. 100%. 100% AD. 100%. Oh, Saphir, you did see that. Yeah. Uh huh. I got that just for you. When you come to Vegas, that's what I'm going to have ready for you. I'm gonna pick you up in a limousine, and in the limousine, I'm gonna have Panda Express ready for you. I'm wearing flip flops, and I'm gonna have orange chicken for the both of us. I'm like, don't tell me I didn't pick you up in style, baby. Oh my god, man, so much fun. So much fun. Is there any plays that you guys want me to check out, man? While we have a really solid stream, great numbers. Before we, start this Monday off, start getting some things taken care of as far as the administration stuff that we got to take care of. Let me know, fam. But yeah, man, make sure you guys also pull up to this. Let me copy this link right here. Uh, we should see veteran token most likely pull up. Maybe we'll have some of their merch listed. And if you guys got some projects that are interested or they're like possibly looking for a merch thing to be released, this would be a great space for them to pull up to. If you got some projects that are like, I've been seeing that can do merch everywhere. I've been seeing that cryptos are that that crypto CBC, that crypto breakfast club merch everywhere. That'd be a great space to get everybody tapped in. Yep. All right, so not too many more plays. I really haven't been like looking for nothing too much. Like I said, I just kind of enjoyed the weekend. I think we got some plays already. I think you got some options with the Crow Show for sure. Some of the ones that we've been keeping an eye on that you could probably sprinkle and just see if it turns into one of those winners. I'm not saying throw your life savings at it. I'm not saying throw your new Mazda Miata money at it. I'm saying hey, possibly just sprinkle it. It could probably turn into something good. Also, for sure, probably one of the safest plays in crypto, one of the healthiest daily charts ever. Over 15 months live, get a bag of the project I launched on Smart DeFi where you make passive income. Your tokens get, they're worth more because the value goes up from this burn that we got going on. And we have asset backing going on. I mean, asset backing, what? We're backing those assets up. Pause. Yes, we are. Here we go right now from 57,000 right back to 59,000 in BNB. That is that pull right there that just keeps stacking. That's that smart DeFi technology in full effect. And that's why XPX is so strong. If you've been with us, don't don't fade us now. You've helped us accumulate this. We're gonna keep accumulating this after if you fade us, this keeps going up no matter what. And this allows you to take out loans against these XPX tokens and off ramp them onto your MasterCards and take things into the real world. And that's what crypto's all about. If somebody says, hey, I don't know if crypto's real, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you know what? Take out a loan on your XPX tokens and go buy them a mocha, right? Go buy them some Panda Express, right? And then, show them that crypto's real. Take a 30-day interest-free loan. And I think this is a lot of utility and a lot of utility that XPX has brought to SD that when you combine them together makes this really a powerhouse of a project. So come over here to xpxpay.com, come to Smart DeFi, definitely get a bag, fam. You're super early. XPX has not broke 5 million, has not done the, $5-10 million breakout, and it most definitely will. When it will, that's not the question. Nobody knows the when exactly, right? But I just know that it will, and that's what matters to me. That's right there. It's not that far away, fam. Honestly, I know sometimes it's right there. That's where we need to go for a lot of that to happen, and it's not that far away. So I'm looking forward to breaking that $5 million market cap, breaking that $10 million market cap, and where a lot of people have those same success stories. Like, hey, I've been buying XPX, accumulating XPX, and it broke out, and I turned 1K into 20 something K. I turned 1K into 100K. I turned 10K into $500,000. A lot of that can happen in a project with a solid team, solid utility, and obviously proof of concept being live for about to be 16 months now. Standing strong right here with over 70% staked, 58,000 dollars in BNB backing it up. $59,000. I mean, 58 BNB with $59,000 in BNB backing up. BNB doesn't look like it wants to stop. We got Rage Guy pulling up last minute. And you know what, Malky G, I'm going to pull up Rage Guy because I like it. I like Rage Guy. I like the community, how much you guys been raging. So I was about to close the stream, but maybe you guys want to get Rage Guy up here and spam the chat because we actually have a massive stream today, and this would be a great way to get a lot of eyes and everybody to see how bullish your guys' community is, because that's one of the reasons why I was just gonna wrap up the stream, but why I'm not going to wrap up the stream is because the power of community pulling up so strong. It's like there's no way that you you just turn away from that, right? And it's like I like communities like that. I don't like them. I love communities like that, right? So definitely come over here, man. Come over here, support my project as well if you can. It's on the BNB chain. I know you can get some BNB somewhere. I'm gonna post it again. I'm gonna spam the chat, but get the Rage Guy people up in here, and then we're gonna bring up Rage Guy right now. Like I said, you can't fade communities that are willing to pull up to every chat. You can't fade communities that are willing to go, hard back to back. And these Rage Guys, man, they've been raging. And I think that with a name like Rage and, and the community's raging, and you can make something happen because you're giving them that access to be like go rage on this chat right now. Like go to Rico Moneybags' stream right now and rage. Why are we not raging right now? We need to rage. And it's okay to rage. I mean, just if you're raging with the Rage Guy and you want to get some rage out of your system, you're like, how can I find a way? Like, I want to rage a little bit. I want to rage just a little bit. Let me get my rage out. We'll get a bag of rage and go around a bunch of people that would accept you. You had some traffic. You're in traffic and you're mad. You know what you do? You buy some rage. You know, you're in traffic and it's bumper to bumper and it's hot, and for some reason your AC is not working in your car. You buy some rage, and instead of beeping your horn and raging out on everybody else, you rage out on the charts. Don't tell me I don't love what I man, man, man. I love what we get to do. I love what we get to do. And you know what's cool about this? Like, what's cool about this is like we got Psychedelic Angel, we have AD, we have Malky, we have all these like people that if we weren't doing this, we wouldn't even know that we could have this much fun with each other and still be like, yeah, pretty diverse group of individuals, but all people kind of wanted to, get rich off of crypto, but all people also with some good vibes wanted to have fun, right? Like, I'm not telling you to go rage for real, but this is how you can rage for fun, right? And again, just bring it back to rage and make some money. It's like a lot of people want to get mad. I get money when other people get mad, so I'm getting mad. All right, you get mad, I'll get money. You keep getting mad, I'll keep getting money, right? And it's like rage, have fun with this, and I like this. I think this is a safe play. It's fun enough to put, a Solana in this thing and say, I'm gonna rage out. You know what? I'm gonna buy my next rage. I'm gonna use my next Solana to buy rage when I'm in traffic. That's some good content right there. That's some good content from all around the world. From all around the world. I know. And I love that so much. And sometimes we think like a lot of people wouldn't like um sometimes it's our main group that you would think like that wouldn't accept you, and then little thing that is like there's so many people that actually rock with you. You just got to get out there. So it's fun that we get to have this cool time in the chat, and have fun with the Rage community, have fun with the Can Do community, the XPX community just being, to me, one of the best communities ever out there. But being able to just experience all this and just have fun and making a space in an area where we can learn and enjoy it because we have to, because there's times where, it'll test us. So having a good time while we do it is crucial. Oh my God, don't talk about traffic. Never thought meet so many people from different countries. Gaming doesn't even do that because they put you by region, right? But crypto has no locks. Absolutely, bro. Swear, bro. 100%. 100%. 100%. Yeah, look at like, the whole XPX community. Whole XPX community gives me so much. Like before, if I had a lot of oomph to keep going, I mean, like, I got a XPX community is so amazing. I'll never stop. I'll never stop, man. I was already not stopping, YouTubing since 2021, even doing it during a bear market when it was super boring and just kept doing it no matter what. But doing it now in crypto and now being around, we got over 500 people live, over 600 people live total, including YouTube and Party and the other X account. It's a lot of fun to be able to do this. So, if you guys are having fun and you guys like the Rage guy and we found a solid play, make sure you guys smash the like button. I'm shaking that cup again. Subscribe to the channel, follow. We're getting these numbers up because this is how we find great communities, by just allowing ourselves to be ourselves and, hold ourselves accountable when days are not the best days, and help each other out through the rough times. Find some fun plays, have a great time, support Saphir's foot fetish. I mean, all this stuff, it's all part of the space, okay? Where else would you support the foot fetish of somebody, right? Cyberpunk fan? Yeah, yeah. All right, so man, Rage Guy, I think you guys have a great chart. I think you guys have a fantastic community. Make sure that you guys keep pulling up and raging in the chat. Don't stop raging in the chat. You guys never know what stream is going to be the stream that has, over 700 people live, and people watch this stuff later on. So make sure that you guys, spam the chat even when this thing is done. Like and retweet this. Um, and get as many comments down as below as we can. So make sure you guys send me those DMs. I'll get the giveaways taken care of. Rage Guy, I appreciate you guys pulling up once again. Make sure you guys keep pulling up. Let's enjoy the rest of this crypto day. I mean, it's looking beautiful, and the markets are looking a lot more green than they were just a couple days ago. We're starting the beginning signs of some buy signals, and things are looking good. We want to see that blunt house indicator come out green as well, and we could trade right into this gap, and the rest of the market could get pretty bullish, right? So looking forward to that. If it gets a little bit sideways, it goes a little bit down, that doesn't mean that we don't go to the moon, fam. We're in a super cycle. I'm telling you guys right now, when everybody was telling you guys that it was all over, I was still saying that BNB would go to 1K. It went past that. Okay, and BNB is looking like 1500, 2K is not out of the ballpark. It's not out of the ballpark right now for BNB going to 1500 to 2K. And what is that going to do to XPX? You guys notice that every time BNB pumps, we pump. And with already, 58 BNB, almost 59 BNB in this pool, the more we keep accumulating, the more BNB keeps going up, the higher our market caps keeps going up automatically. So really, really cool to have this at our fingertips. Smart DeFi tech allowing loans to come out, allowing people to transact and make passive income. All this tech in one house is absolutely amazing. So appreciate you guys for the support. I mean, super solid stream. This was a 2-hour stream today. A lot of fun. I mean, the technical stuff, the meme coins, the joking around, the serious things, the rage guys. I mean, the Just Shop Crypto. This was a vibe. So thank you guys for vibing with me. Starting off the week like how I like to start it on a good note, positive, getting things done. Make sure you guys pull up to the space tomorrow that TK's hosting. Don't miss out for that. And have a fantastic day, man. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me.